Okay, so this is a good one here. So this is the Soundcore Rave 3S Party speaker, and this uses AI in one of the best ways that I've used of any tech product here in recent memory, because it has a feature that allows it to remove the vocals from any song that you have. Yes, any song. And so I have partnered with Soundcore for this video to show you this feature along with all of the other features that this speaker can do. So anyway, to enable this feature, you have a couple of different ways. So on the top of the speaker, you have this big old blue button here that says AI voice removal. So of course you can press that, but you can also turn this on using the Soundcore app that you can download on your smartphone, whether it's iOS or Android. So you have this AI voice removal section right here, and you can tap on it, and then you have a couple of options here. So what I'm gonna do here is just show you the first option, which is just to remove the vocals from your song here. So let me go ahead and start playing some music. And then now I'm gonna let the vocals kick in for a little bit. All right. So now I'm gonna turn on the feature. Look at that. Just the instrumental. So now I'm gonna turn this off. Turn it on. All right. So now let me go ahead and pause this real quick. So that's how the feature works. It does a really good job at removing the vocals, but you do have a couple of options here because it does have a few levels of kind of like sensitivity as far as how much of the vocals that it will remove. And so I had it at the maximum level, but let me go ahead and start it at number 1 here. So this is gonna be a little bit of voice removal here. So let me go ahead and hit play again. All right, so this is level 1. Level 2, a little bit lower. Level 3, you can barely hear it. And then level 4. So yeah, that's cool, right? So it's just not like a gimmicky feature where a lot of people slap AI on their products now. This is something that is just like an instant hit for karaoke. And so you can have your kids singing it, you can have it at a party with all adults. And then it just saves time too, because you don't have to worry about trying to find some instrumentals for all of your favorite songs. You can take just the regular song that you have and then just take out the vocals and you're set. And also someone else can bring their smartphone over and they probably don't have the instrumentals either. They can connect to it and then you can instantly take advantage of this feature. But yeah, the microphones do have a few buttons here. So you do have a power button right here. Just press that for a couple of seconds and it will turn the microphones on. And then you also have an AI voice removal button here. So you can actually control the multiple different levels of this feature as I showed you before just by pressing on that button. So that's nice to have right here on the microphone so whoever's singing can control it. And then above that, you do have a plus and minus button. So this controls the volume of the microphone going to the speaker. So keep pressing that minus button and it will turn the microphone all the way down, and then press it up in case you have someone who speaks very low so it can go ahead and transmit louder volume. And each microphone is powered by 2 AA batteries. So you have this little cap at the bottom, you just twist off, and then now you can go ahead and put in the batteries and then put that cap back on. And in the box, you do get 4 batteries to be able to have these microphones ready to use right when you open this thing up. All right, so now what you're hearing is me talking to the microphone and having that go to the speaker here. And so the audio is going to my other microphone here. So it might not sound absolutely the best, but when you are in person, the sound is very crystal clear. And then also this speaker does support spatial audio. So you can turn this on and now get a more kind of immersive feeling if you are listening to music or movies that do support spatial audio. But you can't use spatial audio when the speaker is upright. You actually have to lay it on its side. But the speaker does have some rubber feet on the side of it. So when you lay it down, it's not going to get scratched up or anything. But yeah, once you lay it down, turn on spatial audio. Now that audio from the speaker will be able to be projected to you to give you that more immersive experience. All right, so now let's take a closer look at the hardware for the speaker. So one is very well made. It feels durable. It doesn't feel like it's going to break easily. It does come in at 21.6 pounds, and that's without the microphones attached to it, but the microphones don't weigh that much. But yeah, it doesn't weigh too much for the power and the performance that you do get. You do have a convenient carrying handle here at the top, and also at the top you will find some of the controls here. So again, you have that AI voice removal button there, but to the left of that, you will find the reverb knob, and you can twist that to see the indicator lights below to show you how much of that is activated. And to the left of that, you do have a volume knob, and then below that, you'll find the power button. And to the right of that, you'll find the battery indicator. So you have 4 bars to be able to see how much battery you have left. And then you have your Bluetooth button there. And then also you have your bass up button. And this is Soundcore's extra bass that you can enable. And I always just leave this on because I'm a bass lover. And then to the right of that, you will find the Auracast button. And now this will allow this speaker to connect to over 100 other speakers that do do have Auracast built in. So now you can have one source of audio projecting the audio to this speaker and all the other speakers at the same time. So as long as they're within Bluetooth range, you'll be able to now have this speaker indoors and maybe another speaker out in your backyard or on the other side of a very big room. And then to the right of that button, you will find a button that allows you to rotate between the different light patterns that you have on the speaker, and we'll talk about those here in a little bit. And then below all of those buttons, you'll find the playback controls. Now behind this flap on the back of the speaker, you do have some more controls here. So you do have controls for your gain, and also you do have an input to plug in an instrument like a guitar or another wired microphone. And then also you do have the wired volume control knob there, and also you do have a little button that will switch to allow you to say, hey, I'm using an instrument or a microphone using the wired input. And then also you have the USB-C port that's used for charging this speaker, and then also you have an aux in port. Now, as far as battery life, so you have up to 12 hours of playtime with this on a full charge. So that's plenty of time for a party or maybe like a corporate function or something. And then when it comes to charging, it'll take a few hours or so to be able to get this thing charged all the way up. Now, as far as water resistance, this thing is rated IPX4. So this is good for like accidental splashes of water. Maybe you have this thing sitting next to a pool and someone jumps in and it splashes water on it. It should be fine. But this isn't rated for you to be able to like throw this in the pool and be fully submerged. So just be aware of that. But accidental splashes of water, this thing will be fine. Okay, so what about these lights here on the front of the speaker? So these lights just really add that extra vibe to the party with the speaker going and the lights going, especially if you turn the lights down. This thing just really kind of shines. It just brightens up the mood a little bit. But you also do have control of these lights too as well. So in the soundcore app, they have a section at the bottom for light. And then now when you switch to that, you can control the brightness of the light. So you can go ahead and turn that down like so. Or if you're in like a corporate environment and you don't want these lights, you can go ahead and turn the lights all the way off if you want. So let's go ahead and turn those back on, and then now turn the brightness back up. But yeah, you do have a few different presets here. So right now I have the rainbow one going. Also, you can enable the flame, which will kind of simulate like a little fire. And also you have one for energy. And then also you have one for ambient. You have one for flash and diffusion. Then you also have flow, which will kind of be going up and down the front of the speaker. And then you have shuffle. If you can't decide, just shuffle through all of them. But for fun, you can make your own custom light show here. So go ahead and hit the plus right here, and you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it test. Hit done. And then now the lights are broken up into two sections here, and you can control the pattern of the lights. You can have them go up and down, do both up and down, and also kind of vibrate in and out. And then also the bottom light here, you can do the same thing, but because of the circular pattern that you have, you can kind of have the lights breathe in and breathe out and stuff as well. And then you can control the lights for these individual sections, and you have 3 different colors to mess around with because you have 3 bars in each section here. So you can change the color just by moving this around like so. And then basically now you can go back and save that. And then now you have your own custom light pattern. But this also does support over 26 different beat synced dynamic light effects. So this means that the lights will actually react to the audio that's coming out of the speaker and just go along with the flow of the audio, whether it's the, the drums and different instruments and stuff, like making it boom in and out and stuff. The lights will go ahead and react to that. And okay, so now let's take a look at some of the other different settings and controls that you do have for the speaker inside of the app. So let me go back to the audio section here. And so right here, you'll see when you do have one or both of the microphones connected to the speaker, this karaoke section does light up. So now you can control the reverb, and this can give you a few options from hall to room to plate to chamber. And also you can control the strength here from this knob right here. Then you also have this vocal enhancer section here. So this can add a different effect onto your vocals. So you can add like a warm effect, which is good for like a radio type of voice, and also presence, and also bright to kind of just brighten it up a little bit, obviously. And then also here below this, you will find the equalizer section, and this will allow you to go between the different presets. So I typically keep it on the soundcore signature preset, which just sounds really great. And then also you do have one for voice, and also one for treble boosts, and also balance. And then you can also go in here and create a custom EQ if you want, so you can adjust these and move it around if you are one of those type of audiophiles out there that just want to really fine tune it to how you like it. Okay, so now let's get into the audio quality. And so look, I'm not an audio nerd. I don't know everything about sound, but I do know when something sounds good with my general ears. And this thing sounds amazing, especially with that soundcore signature preset, and also the 200 watts of sound that this thing is pushing out. And so look, I'm gonna press play here, and I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. This is like maybe 20%. Baby, you got me. I I mean, I just went up to like 40%, and this is too close to my head, but this thing gets loud, but that sound remains clear. It doesn't distort at the highest levels. And so I play this upstairs on my wood floor, and this thing is just bassing and thumping, and I love that feeling. I love that feeling where the room is actually shaking a little bit from the speakers. So this thing can really fill up a big room. I think technically they say up to around like 1,076 square feet of space, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, this Soundcore Rave 3S speaker here is all good in my book. So yeah, the normal price for this speaker will be $350, and I'll be leaving a link down below in the description of this video that'll take you to where you can buy this speaker. And also, if I do get some type of coupon codes and discount codes, I'll leave that down in the description below next to that link as well. So yeah, I think that's about it. So drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about this Rave 3S. But like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.